Hi folks, Script Hobbies here with a short video about batch painting in general and a progress report for January with my current batch of Napoleonics. Before I go on though, a big thank you to everyone who watched my last video. I'm hoping to make them more coherent and frequent this year, and knowing there are people watching them helps greatly with incentive to do so. The 28mm Napoleonics here was started about mid-2020 and finished shown here by mid-2021. Here are the first units I batch painted in the late 90s, mostly Citadel figures from Battle Masters, repurposed for Hordes of the Things rule set. These were painted with Humbrol Enamels, but these days I'm using Army Painter Acrylics. Since I finished the first batch of Napoleonics, I completed a second and third with the figures shown here, while starting and or completing a few other projects along the way. These include 20mm World War II Soviets and Germans, 28mm Hordes of the Things, Chaos Knights and Elves, and 28mm Habsburgs and Ottomans for the Battle of Zenta in 1697. I started my current batch of Napoleonics in early 2024, which are nearing completion. My batch painting process is pretty simple. My batches are fairly big, usually enough units on each side to have a small battle. You could easily scale it down to only a few units or even figures at a time, but I'm a pretty slow and procrastinating painter, so for me it's pretty time efficient. I know I'm not going to see an army overnight, but eventually the last base will be flocked and there will be 2 fighting forces completed ready for the tabletop. I assemble and base the figures using blue tack, then undercoat them black. I've started using artists' matte acrylics for this, as it's way cheaper than using dropper bottle model paint, which will be used on the black parts of the model anyway. Then I paint the flesh parts of the models, then the main uniform colour, then the pants, then facings, then any other colours working from the innermost items on the figure outward. I then pick out straps, belts, lace, piping, etc. in white. As many Napoleonic figures have a leather water bottle strap over their cartridge box belt, I do this after white. Then I clean up all the black parts of the figure, which by this stage have all sorts of colours overbrushed on them, then the metallics. Then I go back through each colour to clean up any small areas where another colour has gone over it. Then I use washes, red over flesh areas, thin down black over most of the uniform, brown for muskets etc, and sepia for pants. My current batch has 6 infantry units, Cameron Highlanders, 60 Earth Rifles, Prussian Silesians, French Light Infantry, Bavarians and Italians, 2 cavalry units, French Dragoons and Prussian Lieb Hussars, some British Foot Artillery, French Horse Artillery, commanders for them all, and vignettes of Wellington and Napoleon. I'm at the stage of painting all the white on them, which is about 2/3 done, so it won't be too long before they all see the tabletop. These are before and after shots of progress through the French light infantry. Here are some French light infantry which I completed previously to give an idea of what the ones I'm working on will be like. Some more before and after work on the Cameron Highlanders. These are previously completed 40-second Highlanders, again to show some finished ones. All the infantry with painting white completed. And finally, a start on the cavalry. Cheers folks, hope you found this video interesting or useful even. I'd like to do some armies on parade clips and something about the terrain I make, so hope to see you again soon. Cheers!